Okay, but to push back a little bit, you accept that love and hope and fear are all real, somewhat tangible things, right?
Kind of.
Really?
So when you say, I guess I need to understand what you're saying when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
So love, for instance, like when I experience love, right? I think love is a word that I'm putting on top of like 20 different variables that hit certain limits in my brain, and then I'm like, this is love. You know what I mean? Like
it's neurons firing.
Like if I'm just being kind to you, right? You know, you wouldn't say that's love.
Sure, I would.
Okay, or maybe you would. So, but like, I guess then you get into like the different words of love. Like, okay, I think it's like the agape love that people talk about, right?
Yeah,
that's like
agape and
whatever
ones,
you would say you feel between you and your wife.
Okay.
Right?
Romantic love, yeah.
That love, right? You wouldn't. That love is a lot of variables to get there.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think love isn't a thing. Love is a word that we kind of like encapsulate a bunch of these variables with that word. You know what I mean?
But you would say it exists.
Like
love exists. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, all those things that compute up to you saying love exist.
Interesting.
But I don't think love is just a thing. Because it's not like It's not really definable.
It's not material. It's not something. And I use the word tangible. That maybe isn't. I mean, it's somewhat tangible. It's not physical. It's not material. But we all recognize that it's real, or like hope, or fear. So my point that I'm trying to bring this home to is just because you can't measure something, it's not material. It doesn't exist within the tangible world that I can feel and touch and smell and taste. Doesn't mean that
it's not real.
Right.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. And I was even saying that, like, we got all this information just in front of us in the air right now, you know, like through our Wi-Fi, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
So it's like, like I acknowledge that.
Sure.
But I can also get out a meter, and I can like logic my way through like all the science of how this meter works and that it's testing real things. And like I can meter it. And like, okay, we got low Wi-Fi signal here. We got high over there. I can go to the source that's making it. I can look at it. I can turn it off. I can turn it on. You know, it's like, it's like a thing I can't do anything about, but I can like have a bunch of tools that can analyze it and test it. You know what I mean?
But you can't do that with love and hope and fear. And so my point is that even though those things you can't measure with a meter or anything like that, you can't scan for love. You can notice a heartbeat. You can notice how my hormones are, whatever. But you can't really measure it.
Yeah.
Not really, right? Yeah. And I would argue the same thing goes for God. And I would argue even further because he's infinite and transcendent and he exists outside time and space and all those things. And I would say that just doesn't prove God, but it definitely says like, okay, God is somewhat knowable. Like I would say it's within the realm of
if he's real,
possibility.
he should be knowable.
Agreed.
Yeah.